people.
We are live.
We already have a few. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Rachel. All my people popping in to say hi.
Hello. Pull some of the comments up here.
Did you all have a good day? Hi, Tana.
Oh, hello, Tana. I'm glad you could make it tonight.
Yeah. It's going to be nice to hang out with you guys after a long week. Hi, Marie.
Yeah, we're ready to clear some energy.
Yes.
Teresa Jane, hello. Yeah, definitely a treat. I was live on my channel last night doing readings. So letting everybody know we were going to be live again.
Nice.
Ready to clear this energy, go into this new moon in Taurus energy, setting some good intentions.
Did you all write down your intentions and do your little new moon rituals today? I actually forgot to. I'm telling on myself I need to do it as soon as I'm done here.
Hello from Iran.
Nice. Hello from Iran.
Clear me out. I've been around bad energy all day.
Girl, it's been a week. It's been a rough couple weeks with the eclipse and everything that's been happening in Mercury in retrograde and it's been a time. There's been some energy moving and some work being done for sure. Yeah.
So if anyone has any questions about energy clearing or a cleansing, going to be just talking about different ways of clearing energy, why you should clear energy, especially like from the workplace, when you're home for the weekend.
I know that. Yes, I know that if you do any kind of a job, like I'm a nurse and I am in contact with people and their energies and their spaces all week long. And at the end of a long, hard week, I need a cleansing. I need a cord cutting. I need to be returning to sender. I need all the things. So we're going to do a little bit of that today. I'm going to share some other ideas I have for ways that you can cleanse yourself, ways that you can cleanse your home. And we're going to help you out with some Reiki, all the good stuff. So we're going to give it a few more minutes to let people start piling in here, and then we're going to get started. Okay.
Yeah. And Kimberly says, I've been 50 shades of bent out of shape, especially today.
Third grade girl, yes. Oh my gosh.
Everybody's getting crazy at the end of the school year, I bet.
Yes. Lisa, thank you for what you do.
Yeah. So while like Veronica's going to be like talking about things, I'll also be like doing some energy clearing with some Reiki.
Yeah.
So just setting that intention to receive the healing energy, receive the clearing.
Yeah. And there will be times through this where we're both blasting you with a little bit of Reiki as well. So I'm going to let her do what she does best while I do a little bit of talking. And I know you love them. Yes. They're a handful, but you know what? They're worth it. And you're investing in the future of humanity just like we are. So keep doing what you're doing. So first of all, when you get off of work, I like to have a little ritual for myself at the end of the week. I know that I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be feeling a bit depleted. I'm going to feel all like icky and gross from all of the energies I'm carrying that I've been interacting with. And it's nice to just literally take a cleansing. So first, what I do, I'll tell you what I do, and then you can take what resonates for you, and then you just leave the rest of it, right? So what I like to do immediately after work is, first of all, I get out of my workspace. I leave my office because I work from home. So it's easy to carry that work energy all through your house. So I'd like to set boundaries on like, this is workspace and then this is me space. So I leave the workspace and I just stand there in the floor with my feet grounded, and I close my eyes and I just take it back to the breath. I'll close my eyes. I'll take like 3 deep breaths. Why don't we all start there right now? Why don't we all just close our eyes? Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And really follow what your body's wanting to do. Sometimes that out breath is going to have noise behind it too, and that is okay. One more. At this point in time, I like to call in my guides, call in Archangel Michael, and I just ask them to help me to cleanse my chakras, balance my energies, help ground my energy, help me to cut the cord between myself and any other person, place, time, thing, situation, in any direction of space or time that is not serving me for my greatest good, that is serving me in a negative way, or is draining my energy. Return to sender with light and love all of that energy that's not serving me. And then I call back all of my energy and power that I've left, wherever I've left it. And I ask that it be cleansed and balanced and reincorporated into my being and sealed over with light and love. Thank you. And so it is. And you can ask that once a week, once a day, 10 times a day. You can ask that as many times as you feel like you need to ask that in order to get your energies right. So then what I like to do is I find a reason to smile and to tap into gratitude. You don't even have to have a thing. You can just try to tap into that heart space and make the energy grow, and just think about love, think about laughter. You can think about some kitten videos on YouTube, animals doing funny things, babies laughing, whatever gets you smiling and helps you to tap into a space of gratitude, tap into it. And then it's all about taking care of the physical things that separate you from work, like take a shower, take a bath with some Epsom salts in the water. If you can't do any of that, just take a shower. Physically wash off that energy and let the water ground your energy. And then go put on some fresh clothes that have nothing to do with work. Just like reset yourself and your space. Light some incense. Maybe you want to smudge. Make sure what you're smudging with is ethically sourced, of course, but there's nothing wrong with smudging your space. Open your doors and windows and let some fresh energy flow through your home. And smudge. Remember that sage kind of wipes out the energy. It's like an eraser on a blackboard. It just gets rid of all the negativity. Palo Santo is so beautiful smelling, and Palo Santo actually calls in a little bit of the divine masculine, and sweetgrass calls in some of the divine feminine. So you want a well-balanced space. How are you guys thinking about this so far? What are your thoughts? Hello, we've had some people joining.
Yeah, and I was just going to say too, I have some room sprays that I use for different things as well. So it's like similar, like this one's a balancing energy. This one is a karma cleaner.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And
did you get those from Goddess Elite, or where'd you get those from?
This one I got from Goddess Elite. This one I actually got when I was in Sedona.
Nice, love it. Isn't that the best place on the planet? Lisa just got back from Sedona.
Oh, nice. And this one's like infused with some like rose quartz. It's for like bringing in that love energy.
I love the Florida water too. It smells so good. Yeah.
Like Florida water.
So then, of course, any of my people, at least, you're going to know what I'm going to say next about like how to get your energy right. Can anybody tell me in the comments? What is it that I'm going to say to do? Come on. Don't leave me hanging here. Meditate.
There's that little delay too.
I know there's a delay. It's probably all going to come rolling in, but yes,
yeah.
meditate. Meditation. It can seem so simple, and it can seem, there's the delay. Right. Yes, Kimberly. Yes. And it can seem so simple, and it can seem so boring, like one of those hygiene things like brushing your teeth, or I gotta make the bed, or Marie, yes. Lisa, meditate, yes. But it's imperative. It is imperative for your spiritual hygiene. If you're looking to raise your vibrations, if you're looking to open up any of your spiritual gifts or your clairs, meditation is like the number one way that's going to happen. Because not only is it changing your vibrations and it's giving you a space to like sit and clear your mind and breathe, but it literally changes the neurophysiology of your brain. You develop all of these neural pathways and activate your pineal gland. I mean, it literally changes you and helps raise your vibrations as well. So meditate at least once a day for 15 minutes. And if you don't know how, or you're one of those people that are like, I tried it, I'm not good at it. Nope, I'm canceling that. Nope. You just need to watch this video. I will link it below. I have a meditation video on meditation for beginners, how to meditate for beginners. And I think I break it down really well and explain it in a way that might help you. So what do you have to lose to try that for a month? 30 days is usually where you start seeing the good benefits from the meditation. 15 minutes a day times 30 days is where you're going to start seeing it. So if anything else on this planet was literally 100% guaranteed to give you some positive outcome in some way, like why would you not try that? If they said, if you try the lottery for 30 days, you're going to win. Why would you not try the lottery for 30 days, right? So anyways, meditate. Anything to add, Annette?
I was going to read some of the comments. There's one from Taffy Dawn. Says, I'm curious on how well smudge spray works since I can't burn sage in my home. I find that it works really well, especially if you find like the Reiki charged Florida water, Reiki charged sage spray. So they work really well. They smell really good.
Yeah. And you know what? It really does help if you buy them locally sourced where you know who's making them. Like the Florida water I get isn't the commercially produced stuff. It's the stuff that a local person makes and sells it at a local shop.
Yeah.
Where we both go. It's called Goddess Elite. And I prefer that because I know, like I went to buy some and it wasn't available. And she told us it's because she's waiting on the next moon water so that she can make it with the moon water. So like I personally like locally sourced stuff.
Yeah, and it's really nice because she makes the sage spray, the Florida water. Yeah. She makes soap. So like when you're taking your salt bath and then wanting to use the Florida water soap.
Now, as far as the smudging goes, though, there is something to be said for having that smoke, not only the ritual of the smoke cleansing the place, but the antibacterial properties that come from the burning and the smoke. However, if you're in a situation where you just can't, this is a perfectly legitimate alternative, in my opinion. I think it works fine.
Definitely. And then there's another comment says, is one type of meditation more beneficial than the other? And then someone else also said, not a fan of classic meditation.
I think it's a very personal thing and you have to find what works for you. I use this example a lot, but it's a perfect example. So I'm going to use it again. First of all, I have ADHD. And so it's hard for me to get into a meditative state if I'm listening to someone else talk, like in a guided meditation, and I get too much in my head. I need to find that place of relaxation where I can zone out and then just let it happen. Whereas if you're walking down a path and then, you're walking through the grass and I'm like, well, how high is the grass? And like, what shade of green is the grass? And like, you find a door and you open the door. I'm like, well, what color is the door, and like what kind of a knob is it? Am I pushing or am I turning? Guided meditations are horrible for me. I need something with just ambient music or a binaural beat or something like that I can just zone out to. Whereas my daughter, she can't stand those kind of videos. She has to have a guided meditation. Some people prefer walking meditations where you just go for a walk and you say a mantra with every step, or you count your steps, you just get into the zone. It's really personal. And I would say that whichever one gets you into a meditative state where your brain waves are shifting is the one that's for you. Now, I also think that that's another reason why guided meditations are not the best for that. They may have their place, but as far as raising your vibes and turning on your gifts, they're not the best. Because in order to do that, you have to shift your brain waves from a high beta, which is what you have when you're talking and you're listening and you're processing information. It's a high beta. You need to shift that into like alpha and theta in order to get the brain effects that you're wanting from the meditation. You can't do that if you're listening to someone talk and processing the information. Does that make sense?
And I even like to, I almost say my favorite type of meditation that I do is when I'm like in the metro parks and walking through the creek.
Yeah. I mean, whatever works for you. Whatever works for you.
And binaural beats.
Yeah, I like binaural beats too. But it has to be the right one. Some of them are so distracting to me. You just go and you find one until they work for you.
Yeah.
And when I post the link to the meditation video below, in the description box of that video, I have all of my favorite meditation videos. Like there's one for each chakra and stuff like that. There's nothing fancy about them. They're just the ones that work for me. So if you're looking for a place to start, maybe you want to check those out. I don't have anything to do with them. I'm just a fan.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marie.
Let's see. Jamie Kate says Hawaiian healing. Yeah, Ho'oponopono.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely use Ho'oponopono quite a bit.
A lot, yeah.
Especially if I just want to like really focus on if there's too many racing thoughts and I can't quiet my mind.
Yes.
I'll just go right into Ho'oponopono. The 4 phrases: I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you.
Yes.
That really helps bring me back.
Yeah. Yeah, you just repeat it over and over and over as many times, and you'll find that you might even find that you get really emotional when you're saying it. You know, if you just close your eyes and you're like, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you, it's thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. You could say it towards another person, you could say it towards yourself, and I get pretty emotional from it.
Yeah, I'll type it in the box too.
So Rohan's saying, hi, earlier meditation was shifting a lot of physical situations in my favor, but I realized that the manifestations have slowly reduced later on in the recent past. Am I doing something wrong? No, not necessarily. That's something you have to figure out for yourself, certainly. I mean, I can't say that for sure. You know your life. But like, if you are meditating 15 minutes a day at least every day, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. The rest is, do you have any kind of limiting beliefs that you're working against? Do you have any shadow work that needs done? I mean, because there's more than one piece to meditate, to manifestation. Like, you have to, there's a lot of puzzle pieces. You have to have your vibes high enough to be a good attractor for that thing. But then you have to, my brain just went blank. Hello, didn't I just say ADHD? But yeah, so you have to have the shadow work done. You have to have, you have to be ready for it. You know, I mean, I eventually had 4 children, but if I wanted kids and all of a sudden they just went, here's 4, like I wouldn't have been ready for that. You know what I mean? Things come to you in the time that they're, the divine timing that they're meant to show up. Second part of that thought is that everything in life, everything ebbs and flows. You can't live on the top of the mountain. It's not sustainable to live in that state of adrenaline. And like, you have to come down the roller coaster hill and then climb another one. You can't just stay at the top, or else what fun is that? So there will be times in life where it ebbs and flows, stuff's flowing in and then it slows down. The third thing I would say to think about is that, like, do you need to make space for something? Like, is your life and your home so cluttered that, like, the universe is like, you're good? Do you have stuff that you could declutter? Do you have things that you could get rid of for this new manifestation? Are you waiting to get rid of an old relationship? Things like that. Things for you to consider.
Yeah, let's see. There was one every morning as I'm waking up, I get tons of downloads.
Yeah.
I'm in a sleepy state, relaxed state. Does that count as meditating as well?
No, but that is that hypnagogic state. That hypnagogic state is when it's like twilight sleep. It's when you're half awake, half asleep. You might have these fuzzy dreams or these images or these visions. Or there's only been 3 times that I've heard an actual external voice clairaudiently. Usually it's more in my mind, but those times I heard it, 2 out of the 3, I was in that in-between state. It's when the veil is very thin. You do get a lot of good messages, and your clairs will probably just be on point because your ego has not kicked back in order to cloud things up and get in your way. But no, it doesn't count towards meditation. Sorry, boo.
Yeah. Unless you like take it a little bit step further.
Unless you're intentional with it and like make it that.
Yeah, and turn it into like when you first wake up and you're in that sleepy state, it's a really good time to do automatic writing.
Yes.
So automatic writing could be like that form of meditation.
Yeah, it'll be a good time to channel any of that kind of stuff for sure.
Yeah, and Goddess Elite is watching on Twitch.
I see. Hello.
So it says, I tend to have too much monkey mind when I try to sit and meditate.
Well, the thing that you have to remember about that is that that's just your brain doing what it's been allowed to do because it's had no discipline. It's never been taught discipline. And I always like to use the example of like take a mason jar, fill it with water, and dump a bunch of dirt in it. And it's so dirty and muddy and salty. The easiest way to make that water clear is to just let it sit still. It's still going to be like messy for a little while, but once it sits there for a while, it'll all start settling to the bottom. And it's the same with your brain and the thoughts. The first time you go to the gym, you're not going to get a 6-pack.
Yeah.
You have to go. It's practice. Practice makes perfect. And it's the same with the meditation. When you start training your mind that like, okay, we're sitting here and this is what we're doing. And your mind will just thought, but you need to train yourself also to not pay attention to the thoughts. Mm-hmm. It's like being in a busy train station and you're sitting on a bench, you're watching all the trains go by, just zipping by, but you're not paying attention to the trains. You're not getting on them. You don't care about how many people are on them. They're just going by. And it's the same with meditation. You have to get used to just sitting on the bench and letting the trains go.
Yeah, and we have herbs and stuff. It says meditation, I love, hate it. I can do it well in small bites, 10 to 15 minutes max.
15 minutes is all it takes. Research has shown, and I don't have the references in front of me, but if you look up Dr. Joe Dispenza, he has a lot of information on the science behind it. 15 minutes has been shown to be the happy place. Now, listen, even 30 seconds sitting at a stoplight of closing your eyes and deep breathing is beneficial to you. But if you're looking for like that magic sweet spot where the chemistry starts changing, you start increasing your gray matter, your blood pressure drops, your health improves, anti-cancer chemicals, antioxidants, all of that, 15 minutes a day, that's the magic number or more, but 15 minutes is the sweet spot.
Yeah, and on my channel, Radiant Reiki, I have anywhere from 30-second short videos doing energy clearing to 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, all different lengths to help with that daily energy clearing.
Right.
And that can be used too as your form of meditation, receiving that. I kind of say that like my videos are like a form of meditation.
For sure. Jamie Kate, I see your question there. I'm on a prescription med that interferes with remembering dreams, but I can't stop taking it just yet. What do I do if necessary prescriptions mess with my ascension? Well, the good news is that you don't have to ever remember any dreams to raise your vibrations and open your heart and open your mind. That's the good news for you. Like, dreams can be fun to remember, and they can be very useful tools by spirit to help teach you lessons, help work out karma, help remember past lives, those type of things. That's fun and it can be useful, but it's not necessary. And trust me, spirit knows that you're on medications for a reason and what you need. And they're not just going to be sitting up there on the other side being like, man, and we thought she was going to do good things, but she's on a pill. Sorry. It doesn't go like that. Like, they'll find other ways. And as long as you're doing what you can do, like meditating, avoiding things that lower your vibrations, like don't watch horror movies, don't listen to depressing music, don't be around toxic people, do the things that you do have control over to help raise your vibes, and you're fine. It's all good.
Tana said sometimes doing things as a daily ritual, like making tea, washing dishes, can help the mind relax.
For sure. Yeah, it's the same as the walking meditation I mentioned. You can do it with anything, washing the dishes. Was it Thich Nhat Hanh that talked about the tea meditation? Does anybody know? Where he was like, when you're making tea, just make the tea. Like, stand there and like, I'm putting the tea bag in the cup. I'm stirring the tea. He turned everything, even making a cup of tea, into his meditation.
Yeah, and if you're attuned to like Reiki level 1 or higher, you can even like charge your tea as it's making.
I started doing that with my water because I have these green glasses and I wanted to stop drinking out of plastic, so I was drinking it out of the green glass. Oh, like this. I have this. And so anytime I would put liquid in it, I would like give it a little Reiki, and I would set an intention that it would be filled with heart energy and it would bless me. Hello, everybody just signing on.
Yeah, and Goddess Elite joined over on YouTube as well. So if anyone wants to give them a follow, I go live with Goddess Elite every Tuesday, and we do like free energy clearing sessions. And I also put a link to their website if you're interested in like the Florida water.
Yeah, Goddess Elite, we were just shouting you out a few minutes ago. I don't know if you caught it. I was talking about how I love to get the Florida water there and stuff. I mean, I love to get everything there.
Yeah.
I'm so much money at your store because it's amazing. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Rachel, yes, the washing your hands and the bubble analogy. Someone said the meditations are like bubbles. They just let them rise to the surface and pop the thoughts that we get.
We just got a new batch of Florida water spray in today.
Nice. Made with that moon water, right?
Washing my hands at the hospital into mindfulness. As a massage therapist, man, I get so relaxed and in tune with the client's body and like the messages, like for them flow through, my own messages come through. It's a nice time. Melissa at Goddess Elite said thank you for the shout out.
Absolutely. Well deserved. If you're in Northeast Ohio, anywhere, like look up Goddess Elite, go to the shop. I mean, they have online stuff too, but like going to the store is an experience. They have so many great things and they have classes and well deserved.
Yeah. And I'm actually doing the sound bowl, the sound bath, Reiki sound bath tomorrow night for the new moon. And that's how I actually met Veronica, was how she started coming to the moon circles.
And we were sitting there and my daughter Amelia was like, oh my gosh, I watch her YouTube. And I was like, what? She has a YouTube too? We gotta hook up. And so that's how we met, because I was actually going to her Reiki meditation sound baths every new moon and full moon. And they're so good. So good. And you leave there just on the high flying disc, as Abraham would say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got someone new comment, David.
Yeah, we can only be the best we can. Everything with ease and grace. Nothing can be forced. Well said. So let's talk a little bit. I know I talked a little bit about how to reset your home, but let's just go over a couple more things and I'll finish up this list, and then we'll give you a little bit of Reiki together. How's that? So we talked about opening your doors and your windows and letting the air flow through. And I mean, this is so important. If you've ever been in someone's home that's just shut up tight all the time, you can feel how stagnant that energy is. So even in the middle of winter when it's freezing, and I mean, we're here in the Cleveland area, it gets cold in the winter. Heck, it's almost June and it's still cold. So even if it's just for like 2 or 3 minutes a day, open a door, open a window, let the fresh air flow through. We talked about smudging. I like to set salt bowls around my house, especially if it's in like a higher stress area, such as like in my office. I also like to put them like by my bed. And if you don't know how to make a salt bowl, they're super simple, but I will also link to a video below on that I have that just gives you the basics on how to do that, and it helps soak up the negative energy in your house. Clean up your space, give it a good tidy. External clutter equals internal clutter. So clean up your space. Change your sheets. Like, I never sleep so good as on clean sheet night. You know, your sheets soak up that energy from all of your dreams and your sheets or your sleep and everything else. And by the end of the week, like, you're probably not sleeping as well. Your bed doesn't feel as fresh. Like, change your sheets. You could sleep with crystals under your bed. You could. I like to find a certain set of crystals, like that I kind of make a theme for the month, and I go to the store and buy whatever I don't need. Like, I need 4 more selenite, or I need some of this, or I need some of that, I need some tourmaline, whatever. And I put them in these little sachet pouches, and I put one under each corner of my bed or my mattress, so that I kind of grid my bed with good energy for that month. And make sure you're hydrated. You know, I mean, going back to those basics, hydrate. Get enough sleep, eat clean food, and on a routine basis, cut those cords and return to sender. And I would say adjust this as needed. Excuse me, my throat is froggy from talking to patients on the phone all day. But I would say adjust this as needed. I was thinking about this earlier about how sometimes if you just listen to your body, you know what you need. Like, sometimes I'll get off work and I'm like, I feel like I just need a salad. I feel like I am so junk fooded and coffeeed out at the end of this week. Like, I just need some quinoa and some black beans. I need something healthy. And there are other times where I'm like, I need a warm fuzzy blanket and a box of Nutty Bars and to watch Netflix for 5 hours. That's what I need right now. So follow your gut. You don't always have to be perfect and like just eating the perfect diet and doing the perfect things, putting on the perfect exterior. And listen to your body and your soul. And as long as you stay in that flow, you're going to be. You live with a hoarder. Clutter is your life. Oof, that has to be so hard. Is there any way that you can set a boundary and just say, look, I need a space. Even if I can't have the whole house, I need a space that's mine, that is the way I want it, and there is a boundary around it. And then you clean it out and you make it your little high vibe space. Lisa says, I put crystals in my pillowcase. Funny story, I had to quit doing that because I'm a pillow flipper. Like, I flip my pillow several times a night so I get the cool side, and I used to crack myself in the head with the crystals, or I'd flip it and they would go flying and I would scare myself because I didn't know what just hit the wall. had to find alternative methods.
Now we have another special little bonus guest. Lachelle is the one.
Oh, she makes it. Yes,
the Florida water.
I love it.
Yeah,
I like it way better than the commercial stuff, and I feel like the energy's better. Yeah.
Thank you for joining.
She says when he's away, she purges. Yeah, keep going, girl. Set out a little section for yourself, though, whether it's a room, whether it's a walk-in closet, like take what you can get and just clear it out and make it yours. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have other suggestions about what you do at the end of a long week to clear your vibes, raise your energy? The hardest part is the lag.
Yeah. Yeah, that little 10-second lag waiting for the questions to come through. Especially if you have like the little furry friends too, like vacuuming and giving them some energy. And
clean sheet night is the best night of the week. Yes, oh my gosh, yes. Cleaning to be very meditative, absolutely. I never feel so content and like everything is right in the world. Like everything could be burning down around me, but if my house is like clean and tidy and I have clean sheets on the bed and like I just feel like I can conquer anything. I feel so peaceful.
I like candles in certain rooms, kind of going through and like smudging color and just all kinds of different crystals, like clean. Since it's a new moon, it's not time to like put your crystals out and charge your crystals, but the full moon is when you put your crystals out or on a windowsill where it can get the light to charge and cleanse your crystals, or get selenite to charge and cleanse your crystals. How many people are Reiki attuned to Reiki level 1 or?
I'm a 2.
Yeah.
I never went back yet. I could have went to get my master's already, but I have not.
Yeah.
I'm a 2.
So if there's anyone that is attuned to Reiki 1, if you like, just call on the energy to come in and cleanse your house, cleanse your space, listening or watching the Reiki videos to cleanse your space. Lachelle is...
Nice. Andrea says, can you speak at all about protecting your own personal energy, boundary setting, but trying not to completely isolate myself as a highly sensitive empath? The struggle is real, is it not? We know, girl. Yes, it is. I will mention a few things here, but for the sake of time, like I will link to a video or two that I have made on this topic if you really want to go deeper into it. The top ones that I like to use, because I am also super highly sensitive, is I have what I call the double-sided mirror thing, and I used to use a circle of mirrors. I used to imagine that I was surrounded by a wall of double-sided mirrors, and like inside only my energy would be reflected back to me, and any energy outside would be reflected back to whoever was sending it. But then I was talking to Spirit one day, and like I got this image of people sending negative energy and it was being sent back to them, and I'm like, and how like you don't want to be responsible for sending negative energy even if it was theirs to begin with. So I'm like, well then let's make it a pyramid, like a triangle. So I imagine myself inside of like a pyramid of double-sided mirrors. My energy stays inside and I experience only my energy. Anything externally coming at me bounces off and up. And I set the intention. Don't underestimate the power of setting the intention with the universe of, my intention is to observe and not absorb. I'm not open to anyone else's energy. Anything else that tries to come at me, return to sender with light and love, please. And if you feel that wall getting weak and like you're starting to pick some stuff up, ask again. Ask your guides. we all have gatekeeper guides. Ask your gatekeeper guide to help gatekeep that energy, and don't let anything that's not beneficial to you near you. There are some places where you're just going to struggle no matter what. So you either need to avoid those places or just know that you're going to struggle a little bit like when you're there, such as thrift stores, antique shops, museums. Like whenever I go to the Cleveland Museum of Art, the whole museum is amazing to me. That's one of my favorite places. But the portion that has like the armor, the suits of armor and swords and shields, all I get is energy and testosterone and trauma when I walk in there. And so while I'm curious about it, I avoid it most of the time. So you just have to be smart about it. Yeah, hopefully it helps you. Other things that you can do as far as your home and stuff, though, I mean, you can set, salt across the doors or the windows if you feel like there's negativity coming in. The first of every month, which is coming up, so it'll be good for you. You can do a cinnamon ritual where you blow cinnamon into the door to attract wealth and protection and goodness. I keep a cinnamon stick over top of all of my doors. They're sitting on the door frame. I just put it up there and set the intention that it would help protect and would help bring in abundance and all the good things and none of the bad things, that kind of thing. Get creative with it.
Tazzy says when they're out of sage sticks, that using rolled plant-based incense, will that also clear away negative energy?
Not in the same way, but yes. Because it really while there are some benefits, like we talked about earlier, of like actual burning of the thing and the smoke, that's a benefit in and of itself. And each one of those plants has specific spiritual properties that help accomplish different goals. Merely just setting the intention, you don't even have to have the incense, and you could say, please help me clear the energy of this home. My intention is to have clear energy in this home. Archangel Michael, can you please help wipe out any negative or low vibrating energy? Please help me to raise the vibes in here. Merely just setting the intention can also be powerful enough to accomplish something. So yes, using the incense will help. And it does put off some smoke, so that helps too.
Yeah. And Carolyn asked if you can learn Reiki from scratch. Yeah, you can learn Reiki from any Reiki master, online courses, online classes, in-person classes.
Yeah.
There's like different levels of Reiki. So the first step would be learning about Reiki, the history, self-Reiki, in doing things in person. And then level 2 is when you can start learning to send Reiki at a distance. So yeah, and Lisa also said that she wants to start and just needs to know how to get started.
Do you do Reiki training?
I do, yeah. I do Reiki training one-on-one over Zoom. I do like small groups. I've done in-person classes. All kinds of different ways of teaching Reiki.
Lisa, we can talk more about that in our Zoom meeting tomorrow too, because Nanette's going to be there, so we can go more into depth about that tomorrow, because that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And I know that Marie, she was on here earlier anyways. I know that Marie had some questions for me about Reiki too. We can handle those tomorrow as well.
Andrea loves the double-sided mirrors. That's incredibly helpful.
Good.
Rachel has black tourmaline.
Nice.
Mary Michael, so the armor exhibit has the same effect on me, although shields and weapons. Kimberly loves the cinnamon rituals. And Lisa also carries black tourmaline and wear empath protection bracelets.
Yes.
Mary Michael says the Philadelphia Art Museum has quite extensive collection.
Yeah, avoid that part.
Yeah, and Annette loves the cinnamon ritual. Nice, yeah. Awesome.
All right. Should we just give a little Reiki now? What do you want to do?
Yeah, we can just have everybody kind of set an intention to receive the healing energy to clear what needs to be cleared, heal what needs to be healed, and just relaxing, focusing on your breath, calling on your guides and angels and light family, just calling on all of this good energy to flow to you. Just knowing that Reiki is flowing for your best and highest good, to clear away any of that negative energy from the week, from the day, clearing away any heaviness, stress, and tension, clearing away any energy that you've picked up from others, calling your energy back, cleansed, cleared, and healed. And just imagine yourself in a beautiful waterfall of light, purple and white light washing over you, just surrounded by this beautiful light. You can just feel yourself relaxing. The heaviness is just washing away. Just feeling in your body, any area that you do feel that residual heaviness, and giving a little bit of extra love. Just knowing that you can take just a few moments every day in the morning, a few minutes before you go to bed, a few minutes when you get home, to just wash away any heavy energy, negative energy from others, calling your energy back, cleansed, cleared, and healed. Just feel that energy washing over you. Notice any sensations of tingling or heat or cold sensations. Just notice in your body if you're yawning or coughing. As you feel the energy clearing through you, if you feel any heaviness in your chest, just give a little extra love to your heart chakra. Just know that you're a new version of you every moment. Just as you set that intention, releasing any past heavy energy, knowing that you can make the decision to turn things around. Just doing a quick energy cleanse can change your whole mood.
Kimberly's feeling it in her back. That's good.
Yeah, I'll check some of the comments now. Let's see. Tazzy said, I love this. I feel my chest expand and able to take deeper breaths. Nice. Millie said, I felt some tingling in my back. Mary Michael said, my palms are thumping and warm. Nice. Feeling all that energy. Nice.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah. I know you joined me on one of my lives for the card reading before too, so I'm glad you were able to catch this live with the energy healing. Zoe said, in my life, I would love to get a session from you and see how we go from there. Definitely. Yeah, I do one-on-one sessions over Zoom for healing sessions. My channel has hundreds of different videos for different intentions.
I need to remember all the videos I said I would link to.
Yeah.
So I could get them. There was a lot of them. Oh, well, I'm glad that you guys all had a good time, and hopefully it helped you. Hopefully it gave you some food for thought on what you can incorporate into your life. You know, it never takes huge movements. It can take little tiny daily intentional things to change the quality of life. And you need to just envision the life that you want and the feeling that you want, and then go about creating that. You're not going to get cupcakes out of the oven if you put in a ham. You know what I'm saying? Like, put in the tiny little ingredients into your everyday life that are going to get you the result that you want. So start incorporating some of these things to help yourself feel better, cleanse away that energy, bring some healing and some open-heartedness into your life. And if you ever need anything, please reach out. I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, I have email. Like, you can always get in touch with me. You can always get in touch with Annette. Never hesitate to reach out, and just take care of yourself. Meditate every day. Your job is to set the intention that I want to meditate and I want to get better at meditating. And then your job is to put your butt in the seat so that you have the opportunity to travel. Let your spirit do the rest. You're very welcome.
Yeah, I just shared a link for one of my general energy clearings.
You're very welcome, Mary.
Yeah, Annette said, I feel a weight has lifted off my chest. Thank you so much.
Good.
Welcome.
I hope you all have a wonderful weekend.
And let us know too if there's any other topics that you would
what
like
other topics? What other topics do you want to talk about?
Yeah, we talked about a few, so we're going to try to make this like a little bit of a regular.
Absolutely. So if there's anything that you guys want to talk about, anything that you want to focus on for an evening, I mean, are you guys interested in learning about star seeds? Are you wanting cord cutting? Like, what types of things are you wanting to hear about? All right.
You're welcome.
Oh, Michelle. Hello. You made it, boo. I was just telling Michelle today about your sound baths and how the next time she's in town, I need to take her.
Nice.
She's like, I would love that. And I'm like, yes, you would. Come see me.
Yeah.
She's in New Jersey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll go ahead and see if I can find the link for the sound baths too.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
For some reason, I'm not finding it.
We could meditate together sometime. Maybe, they said.
Yeah.
Great idea. You know, I always second guess myself with that. I always think like I should just turn on my live and be like, meditate with me. And I'm like, nobody's going to want to watch that.
Yeah.
But I bet they would. Thank you, Marie. I'll talk to you. No, I won't talk to you tomorrow, but I hope you have a good weekend anyways. She can't make it. And if you guys wonder what I'm talking about talk to you tomorrow, over on my website, wholenessshift.com, I have a spiritual community, like a little membership where we just meet. It's like a little tribe. If you join, we have 2 Zoom sessions every month where we just meet, and sometimes we have a topic. Tomorrow Nanette's going to come talk about Reiki. Sometimes we just chit chat and you pick my brain, I pick your brain. But anyways, it's a fun little membership that we've just started. So anyways, I hope that you all have a blessed weekend. I hope that you carry these high vibes with you and take care of yourselves. And we're going to see you back here sometime soon. If you need anything, reach out. Okay? Bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a good night.